Drop Holy Word for now. It's Acrobat, not the one we wanted. Draconians are awake. Main deck of Escape. Wow, that's going to be handy. Aha, the Enchantress, okay. Now she's certainly a complication. And the Stormcaller is going to be dead in a nanosecond, but... What is she, Flail of Protection, huh? So, I can't really afford to waste the summon with, She's nasty enough that I'd like to go ahead and use a summon. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be all out, so... But this is enough stuff. I also don't really know what else is around the corner. I might need to fall back a little bit here. These zombies of mine are gonna be dead pretty fast. Let's start with just this. Did she break free? Oh. Yeah, I don't have a way to... I can LRD, but it's probably not going to be super effective. I don't know what these guys' AC is. Oh, their AC is actually not that high. Let's start with some summons here. Aha. She break free? She's still stuck there. This Javelineer will do some work, but we can't rely on him by himself. These are most... Well, he's the best one because he can shoot point blank. I'm gonna go ahead and draw another summon and we'll see what we get. That's not... Oh boy, okay. Now things get a little bit interesting. I have to be super careful. Not to piss this guy off. Do I have See and Viz? His name you can see right there. It's Ukgurko. Zombie hands release their grip. Zombie hands constrict something. Apparently they're still constricting her. Okay. I have to be careful. This guy's gonna hit very hard. You kind of have to look at the messages when it gets all weird like this. This is a very... You don't want to make a mistake and piss this guy off. What is this? Okay. Okay, so she obviously broke free. There's something here now. And I unfortunately don't have any source of See and Viz. There's no See and Viz in the game. Making my life more difficult. Now she'll be punching me in the face. This Reaper can hit her, I believe. Yeah, he has see invis, and this guy can see invis, so we might be fine. Looks like somebody's flanked me. Javelineer appears confused. That's not a message I like to see. Stone appears from out of thin air. So she's throwing stones at me. Ah, and our boy here blinked. Now I'm gonna fall back and Ice Dragon, please. Oh boy. Okay, now there's an air mage. I'm not really liking how some of this is going down. Her little retinue has sort of flanked us from around the other side, and that's kind of a sort of an issue, because this Executioner and the Reaper are certainly going to hit her and probably kill her pretty soon. But what I don't want to have happen is I don't want this Panlord to do anything absolutely insane, like glaciate me or something crazy. And I also want protection from behind my summons, but now I've got this guy on the other side. Don't necessarily really want to burn my summon scrolls. Those are super good, and I actually don't have any more summons beyond this. So I could draw another card and kind of see where that goes, but that's also a mixed bag. Okay. Is anybody hitting her? It's hard to say. I really need that stupid air mage to get out of my way. He's about the only thing that can consistently damage me right now. I can LRD him, but oh boy. Good butterflies. Okay, I guess we know where she is, probably. That's this bad boy. Okay. Alright. Spriggan Air Mage is down. She's maybe being dealt with. I don't know what her damage is, but she should be dying soon. I'm just gonna back up, of course. Okay, so now she finally died. That's great. We just got a couple Spriggans. Now here's another troll, which I don't really want to. We're gonna deal with him. Make a lot of zombies. Wow, that's a shapeshifter, obviously. Don't want to stand in the petrification clouds. There's the bone dragon. I want the ice dragon out of here. Okay, looks like a lot of our friend the Panlord, he did a good job. He summoned demons, he killed the enchantress. At this point, I can pretty much like wield this Trishula and just kill this guy. Now that we got a bone dragon, that's a little bit less good. Vampire Knight. This I don't like. Once again, back into a bad situation. Vampire Knight decided he had to ruin the party. And he's somewhat difficult to escape. Thankfully, I can just blink, which is not a bad play here. I was too greedy about the stupid bone dragon, but the bone dragon is kind of pointless. But yeah, this Vampire Knight can kind of ruin my day a little bit. So I think, oh yeah, right. Let's remove this. Then let's do a blink over to here. Very nice. The other problem is we don't have on RF right now, so it's something to. There we go. Well, that did the trick. I didn't like how that happened at the end, but that's my fault for not falling back. You get what happens is you get control of a situation, you get a little bit too greedy, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna mop up, and that's sometimes where things can start to go wrong. But it's not the end of the world. Boy, these guys are. Just try some. The usual cheese strats. This is more for convenience, not because I have to do it this way. Sure would be nice if I could just like have on the basic resist all the time because I'm an Octopode with rings, but nope. No protection from cold rings, no protection from fire rings, no good artifact rings, a lot of int rings and just generally crap. Oh no, I do have the RC ring, I'm sorry, that's true. But because I'm using Ring of Fire, and the only other source I have is a Ring of Ice, I can't have both at the same time. It'd be super nice if I just didn't have to worry about swaps like that. Good lord. This guy can lightning bolt me, but you can't double zap, so it should be fine. We're also full up of junk. Oh, plain deck of escape. How worthless, Nem. Not giving me the goods. Really? It's been a somewhat nasty little level. There you are, my friend. Much easier you were this time around. The Gold Dragon is kind of no joke because they can hit you with both elements. And I, of course, can't have both resists at the same time. It's usually not an Octopode problem, but of course it's one for this stupid Octopode. It's kind of a shame how he's... I mean, it was happening earlier in the game where I just wasn't getting any rings. There were just not a lot of rings in this game. That's the entirety of ring generation, you can see I'm carrying more rings than there are remaining ones in the game. Just never, almost never in any shop. This character did get a D1 Nem and a D4 plus 10 artifact shield, which is why I can't really complain. But it's one of those annoying things that, like, it's, if it happens for a while, you're like, okay, you know, I'll live with it. But you get to Depths 5 and you're still dealing with swaps for basic resistances. You're like, come on. Ugh. Stupid freaking guy. Thank you. Good lord. Naturally. This has been such an annoying level, man. I mean, it is the hardest depths level usually, but cancel pod, that's good at least. Of course, every monster in the center of this damn vault. Okay, I think I've done overtraining Necro. Everyone is white, which is the one resistance that I don't have on right now. Naturally. God damn, dude. You know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna reset this because you're annoying me. I don't want to fight this much stuff at once. Hear a grinding noise. Wonder who that could be. Come here. You clown. Yeah, I got my teleport scroll back. Right. Welcome to Swap City. Really? This level just is determined to annoy the hell out of me. Now the swap is sort of tedious, but the thing it sort of does is it leaves you with higher HP after the fight is over. Yeah, I mean I'm kind of overstating. It's really nothing too crazy. It's just the way it's really this stupid pod. Like I everything is sort of maximally annoying with it. I don't have quite the surplus of Nem cards that I would if I had Faith. I should be using Destruction a little bit more, but it hasn't always been the best fight for that. But that's fine. I'll have those cards for Zod. So. Trove wants the Abyssal Rune. I have to decide if I want to go suffer through getting the Abyssal Rune in order to get into that Trove. I guess the odds of getting some useful jewelry... I mean, I could get that from Vaults 5 too. Vaults 5 is also going to be a bit of a slog for this character. I don't have an incredible, again, surplus of cards, and I'm going to need to burn through quite a bit. This is why I kind of really strongly like to have Faith with Nem, if possible. Instead I have G-Spirit, which is great, but... So I can't complain too much. Another possibility is to do Slime. Oh, what's up in Arion? Yeah, I mean, it would be about 25% more, which doesn't seem overwhelming, but it would make a big difference. Hopefully I'll get, if I go to the Abyss, I might emerge with more decks than when I started. I do need to drop some stuff that I'm clearly not going to need. Flight, sadly, I might actually need. R2. R2 is kind of enough for now. Transloc actually. Oh, wow, we don't really have any Transloc spells. Kind of curious the stuff that's dropped this run. True left. We're okay for now. Don't actually have a lot of stuff I can really drop. Drop Berserk Rage. The rest of it I do sort of want to hold on to. I'm gonna drop the Cloud because that's just not that great. That frees up about 3 slots, should be enough. So I'm doing Abyss just to get into this Trove. There's some vain hope that it'll be a somewhat, hopefully Abyss will go well. Hopefully. There's only a limit to what you can control about the Abyss, of course. I have 1 billion teleport scrolls, that's helpful. And if it does go well, that's a fine 3rd rune, and we get access to the Trove might be good. If I'm really unhappy with how the Trove is, and I still feel like I want more kind of power, I could, you know, go do Vaults 5 or something, I guess. I don't really love doing Vaults 5 on this particular character. Be a lot easier if I had a lot more summons cards. Yeah, no thanks. Statue form is the good way to die. I went through that with OPAC. I forget if OPAC, OPAC was also a weapon user. But Vaults 5 wouldn't be that bad or anything. I could also do Slime, but Slime is sort of almost equally a hassle for this particular kind of character because you don't have, you only have EV and SH. So it's a larger hassle. That's where, yeah, it's just a little bit more work. It's not actually that much better, and V5 just gives you so much more experience. So if I was going to go through that hassle, I'd probably just go ahead and do V5, I guess. Summon is there in this game? Okay, there's summon horrible things, but that would be a lot of skill to go for that. That would be the ultimate in safety if I really didn't like the way this character was going. Because we don't have a ton of might, we don't have a ton of cards right now. We definitely don't have a lot of summons cards. Destruction is hard to use. Even destructions I only have Ornate. Cursed lack of faith. My last Nem games all involved faith and they all had a lot more cards. But we'll sort of go by feel after I'm done with this. Well, well, well. There it is, it's already paying off. Already paying it off. Now I have RF and RC on all the time. Legendary summoning Nem. I like where you're going with this. Let's burn a... I don't know if I actually want to fight a bunch of... Oh no, these are just Hellhounds. It's fine. Why I saw those and I was like, oh, what a pain to fight. That they're Hellhounds. They're not that big of a deal. Beast. We're just trying to head in a kind of consistent direction. Another thing you can do is stop and fight some stuff. Eventually you'll get enough XP, if it's easy of course. Problem with combat is in the Abyss, things are spawning, you're making noise, which makes more things come over to you. There we go. That's an exit, not what we want. You can start heading in a different direction. It's just good if you just make it kind of take a short path to, or you try to sort of head to the edge of the level so that you can generate new sections. Alright, now we're on Abyss 3, we can start to see the rune. It can take a long time to get... Okay, this is good, Nem. Keep this coming. Yeah, this is why I thought that the Abyss actually might be pretty good, because... because you're exploring the whole time you're doing this. Just gonna preemptively burn. Obviously regen is a great spell in this branch, because Nem, I love how you're doing this, Nem. Keep it coming. Tomb card is kind of handy. Unfortunately, we're getting to the point we're actually starting to run out of stuff. I can't really ditch my Ring of Fire because it's my only source of RF++, which I will definitely need. In fact, I need kind of RF3 if I want to fight Orbs of Fire. Yeah, Nem Piety is based on exploration. I could ditch the Parawan, it's only 2 charges. Deck of Destruction is arguably not that good, but it can be very handy for just, especially if you triple. That's the best, like, it's one of the best ones to triple draw because the less good cards are so. The less good cards are so, you know, bad. Potentially dangerous, I guess I should say. What do we have here? Of course you would do that. I don't really need gold, so heading for that. Yeah, easy. Oh, okay. God, I keep running into these.